In the Mian district of Beijing, China, the Qingshui River broke free after relentless rains overwhelmed the land, turning peaceful streams into wild, destructive rivers. Entire villages were swept away in hours, with floodwaters lifting cars and snapping power poles like twigs. The thick mud that covered streets and homes seemed to bury hope itself, as entire neighborhoods disappeared beneath a suffocating, heavy blanket. Rescue workers moved tirelessly in small boats, navigating streets that had become waterways, reaching families stranded on rooftops with no escape. The power outage darkened more than 130 villages in China, cutting off communication and isolating thousands. Official reports revealed nearly 573.5 millimeters of rain fell in just a few days, almost a full year's work, breaking records and overwhelming reservoirs that were forced to release dangerous volumes of water downstream. The human toll was devastating. At least 44 people lost their lives in Beijing, China alone, including 31 residents of a nursing home in Taishitun who were trapped as the flood surged without warning. Nearby Yanqing district and Hebei province, China were also hit hard, with deadly landslides burying homes and claiming more lives. More than 80,000 people were forced to leave their homes, many overnight, seeking shelter in schools, community centers and emergency tents, displaced by the storm that came faster than anyone expected. Many survivors recount moments of panic and helplessness. Elderly residents who depend on others found themselves with no warning, climbing onto rooftops to escape rising waters. Some neighbors helped one another amid the chaos. Others were left waiting for rescue, stranded and afraid. Officials have admitted critical failures in early warning systems in China, vowing urgent improvements to better protect vulnerable populations in the future. The environmental devastation is stark. Floodwaters carried away fertile topsoil, drowning farmlands that feed thousands in China. Roads and bridges were washed out or damaged beyond immediate repair, cutting off essential routes and slowing the delivery of food, medicine and aid. Local ecosystems in China, already fragile from years of development and climate stress, face new threats from sediment deposits and water contamination. 来到了。
在红外上班不得有车，还得有船。
Experts from the World Meteorological Organization emphasize that such extreme rainfall events are no accident. Climate change is driving more intense and frequent storms worldwide, and northern China is no exception. The United Nations and China's Ministry of Ecology warned that this year's climate conditions in China remain unfavorable, with prolonged monsoon rains expected to continue destabilizing both urban and rural regions.
整个大平原全部又淹了，哇，太恐怖了！这个水，看着它马上来的。
沙发一个，冰箱一个，大彩电一个，这打完都大了。
那个天啊！
In the face of disaster, government agencies in China launched rapid emergency responses, deploying thousands of rescue workers and releasing millions of yuan for relief efforts. Mobile hospitals were set up and food supplies were airlifted into cut-off communities. Yet, for many survivors, especially the elderly and low-income families, recovery feels slow and uncertain. Damage far exceeds what modest pensions or government compensation can cover, leaving many struggling to rebuild their lives and livelihoods. Beyond the physical destruction lies a profound psychological impact. Families mourn lost loved ones, children grapple with trauma, and entire communities in China face an uncertain future. Many villagers speak of the flood with a mixture of sorrow and defiance, determined to rebuild but haunted by the terrifying speed with which the waters rose and swept everything away. This disaster is a grim reminder that climate change is no longer a distant threat. It is here, reshaping lives, landscapes, and futures across China. As Beijing and its surrounding regions in China begin the long process of healing, the call grows louder for stronger infrastructure, better warning systems, and a renewed commitment to sustainability. The fury of the Qingshui River serves as both a tragedy and a warning, a powerful symbol of nature's might and the urgent need for action in China.